Hello there, hello there. I am just going to adjust my camera before we get started. I had to close the curtains because the sun was coming in. Okay, so a big hello. How you all doing? In the live stream, we are going to be learning the safety roll. Now, the safety roll is used in a lot of different sports. A few examples the skill is used in is in martial arts, wrestling, and parkour. What the safety roll allows you to do is to roll on harder surfaces without injuring your spine. You see, a forward roll is where you are rolling over the spine. It's usually performed on a soft surface, so you don't damage your spine. Can you imagine performing a forward roll on a hard surface? It would hurt like crazy, and you potentially could risk hurting your spine, and we definitely don't want that to happen. What the safety roll allows you to do is to allow you a roll across your back, rolling across the back muscles instead of the spine. There are many different ways of learning the safety roll, and in this live stream, I'm going to cover some of the ways to help you learn the safety roll. So, without further ado, let's get warmed up. Right, we are going to start with a 60-second run. Now, this is very important that we do this 60-second run, because what a warm-up allows us to do, it allows us to get us in that mindset of ready to learn the skill we're going to do. Now, I can imagine most people who watch the live streams will probably give this part a miss, but it's very, very important. Every time I exercise, I always warm up, no matter what. I always warm up. And so this is very important, never to skip your warm up, because if you don't warm up, you potentially could hurt yourself. We've got 20 seconds left. Let's go a little bit faster. Like that. And I'm using my arms. I'm bouncing off my toes, keeping those knees up nice and high. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop there. I forgot to say as well, happy Friday, everyone. Has anyone got anything planned over the weekend? Is anyone doing anything fun? What we're going to do is the lunge. You're going to have your feet together and you're going to step out like this. Big step. The back leg here, your knee is going to touch the floor like this. Now from here, you push back up to standing. And now we're going to perform that on the opposite leg. So step out with one foot and drop that knee and push back up to standing. Let's do that again. I'm going to start with my right leg. So big step out. I drop one knee into this lunge position and I push back up, and I'm going to do my other leg, step out with my opposite leg and drop that knee and push up. Now it's very important that you learn to lunge, especially in ninja, but that also goes for gymnastics as well and most sports. The lunge is a really good exercise to help you with your balance and to get you strong. So I really encourage that you learn the lunge exercise. I would like to go onto your hands and knees, like this. From here, you bring your foot to your hand, like this. And then we go back to our hands and knees, and I would like you to do the opposite foot, bringing them to your hands and knees like this. What this does, this is really going to help with mobility and flexibility for the side roll, like that, and swap sides, like that. Okay. If you can do this, this is really good. This means you've got good flexible hips and you've got a good range of mobility in the legs. Like that. And you got your hand next to your arm. We are going to perform a deep squat like this. You're going to go down and go into a deep squat like this. Now, to perform this correctly, make sure your feet are flat on the floor. You're not allowed to lift up onto your toes. Keep your feet nice and flat on the floor. And if you like, to help you for a counterbalance, you can have your arms out like this. And that will help you rock back onto your heels. Sometimes they call this an Asian squat. If you've ever been to Thailand or Vietnam, you'll see a lot of the people sitting like this in this position. And what this does, this is a really good exercise to get your hips more flexible. And this position will really help with your tuck rotations. We are going to lie down onto the floor, onto our belly. Our arms are going to be out, and we're going to roll like this. Like that. And then we roll back the other way. I like to call this a silly sausage. Lay on your belly, arms out like this, feet, legs out straight, and roll. What this is doing, this is going to be helping you get used to rotation. This is a really good one to perform if you're not used to rolling like that. And if you would like to make this harder, what you can do is you lift your legs up and arms like this, and can you roll over, keeping your arms and legs off the ground like that, and do it one. So you've got your arms and legs off the ground. Rotate over onto your back, and then back again, keeping those arms and legs off the ground. That is, if you swim, that exercise I just did is really going to help with your swimming. And if you're an advanced acrobatics, if you can do a forward roll, dive roll, front flip, that exercise is going to help with your front twisting. We are going to go onto our hands and knees. And I would like you to put one arm across your body. Drop your shoulder down to the ground. I'm going to do my right arm now. My eye is going to go through this gap. It's going to go through this gap. I drop my right shoulder down to the ground like this. And I'll perform it on my left side again. So my left arm is going to go through the gap. I drop my left shoulder down like that. And I'll show you on my right side. Right arm is going to go through my body like this. And this is where I drop my shoulder down to the ground like that. Now, what this is going to help with is dropping that shoulder down is going to help with the rotation of the side roll. Because in a side roll, pretend this is your back, right? So you've got your spine here. This is your spine. And in a gymnastics roll, you roll down the spine. But in a ninja roll, you're going to roll across your back like this. All right? You're going to roll across those trapeze muscles, your latissimus dorsi, and your lower back muscles across like that. And doing this exercise is going to help you understand the rotation, because I put my arm through like this and I drop my shoulder, and you can already see it's put me in that position to roll. I do it on my right arm, it goes through onto my body, I drop my shoulder. Now please have a go at practicing that for me. Staying on your hands and knees, you're going to put one arm through, drop that shoulder down and lift up your opposite leg like this. So here, watch, like that. I use my right arm, I dropped my left shoulder, so my opposite leg is going to be my right. So here we go, drop my left shoulder down to the ground, lift up my right leg, and I'll perform it on my right side. So my right arm is going to go under, across, I drop that right shoulder, and my left leg's going to come up. So whatever arm you use, it's going to be the opposite leg. Staying on your hands and knees, you put one arm through, you drop that shoulder, lift that leg up, and from here, can you push over like that? Okay, I'm on my hands and knees. I'm going to use my right leg, my right arm. It's going to go through under my body. I drop my right shoulder, lift my left leg up, and I push off like that into a roll. Definitely worth, if you're not too sure about going over, by all means place something soft on the ground. And I've got some cushions here. If I use these cushions, I'll get into trouble. By all means, use something soft like a pillow. I've got some cushions. And before you use something, make sure you've got permission from an adult. I think this will definitely make it less scarier. So on your hands and knees, I'm going to use my left arm goes through, I drop my left shoulder, right leg comes up, and I roll. What arm are you using? And what side do you prefer? Have a play around with this skill. See what works for you. So I'm on my hands and knees. I'm going to try my right side here. Drop my right shoulder, lift up my right leg, and push. I actually think I preferred using my right arm. That felt more comfortable, and I felt like I was rolling over my back muscles a little bit more. So definitely have a play around with the skill, because we all learn differently. What works for someone could not work for you. And that's what I like about coaching, finding different ways to coach a skill. Like that. Okay. And what we're going to do now, the other method of coaching a safety roll is, I think, can be a little bit confusing. So for this method, it really helps if you know your left and your right. Okay? We're going to perform a safety roll holding the foot. It's in the Ninja syllabus, a level 3 skill. And I think, like I said, I think this can be a little bit tricky. You step out with one leg and we go back into this lunge position. I've got my left leg in front. I'm going to use my left arm to go next to my left foot, and I'm going to hold my left foot. I'll come up closer. I'm going to hold it like this. If you like, you can hold it there. I like to hold it on the inside of my leg, like that. So I'm in this lunge. I'm going to hold my left leg. Now with the right arm, it's going to go here, like that, or it can go a bit further back. With your head, you're going to tuck it in like this. I've got a friend who used to say, pretend you're smelling your armpit. So from here, you tuck your head in, smell your armpit, and from here, push off the back leg. And when you're rotating, keep hold of that foot. I definitely highly recommend you roll over something soft when practicing the safety roll holding a foot. If you're in that lunge position. Now, as well, what I see a lot of is the back foot. Your back foot needs to be on your toes, like that, not flat, like that. So you'll be able to push off. So make sure that back foot's like this. It's very natural just to do that, but it's got to go up. You've got to be on your toes on your back foot. So in that position, so I've got my left leg. I'm going to hold my left foot with my left arm. Right arm's there. I'm going to tuck my head in to smell my armpit, and I'm going to push off my leg like this. And I come out of my roll, still holding my foot, like that. I'm going to hold my right leg in front now, and I'm going to go onto my left knee. I'm going to hold my right foot with my right hand like this. My left hand's going to go here now, and I'm going to tuck my head in, or sniff your armpit, my left armpit, and 3, 2, 1, roll, like that, still holding the foot, like that. I think I prefer doing this technique with my left leg in front, and my arm there, and roll, keeping hold of that foot. And I very highly recommend you've got something soft to roll over with. And like I said, it can be a tricky one. And don't worry if you don't get it or you're a bit confused. You can rewatch the video and just break down the skill. And lots and lots of practice. This is a skill that's you're not going to get first time. It's going to take a lot of practice getting used to rolling over your back muscles. If you've managed to do a safety roll holding your foot, and you've managed to do all the previous exercises we've just done, you're ready to do this now. And we're just going to do a quick prep. You're going to lean forward and step out with one leg to catch you. Watch, you lean forward, and you step out with one foot like this. Notice, look, my body's at this angle. It's going forwards. Very, very important that you end up with your body in this position. So you lean forwards like this, and you step out. Now, this leaning forwards, it really reminds me of Michael Jackson's film Moonwalker, and there's his brilliant video, Smooth Criminal, and he does this move where he rocks forward like that, but he gets really low, and it's just awesome. So that really reminds me of when you lean forward like that and catch yourself. So make sure that when you catch yourself with that leg, that your body is there. Give that a few goes. Get comfortable with forward, forward, forward. Get comfortable with that. Once you're comfortable doing that, put your cushions down. You will rock forwards, catch yourself with your leg, arms go to the sides, like this, tuck your head in and roll over the cushions. Now, it's very important that when you go into your roll, you're carrying that momentum forwards. You're transitioning all that momentum into the roll. And the way to do that is to reach out like this. I'll show you here. Up like that. And that, you notice it's not a slow skill, it's quite a fast skill to perform. And this is definitely going to take a lot of practice. Have a play around with this. Make sure you're rolling on something soft until you get really comfortable with the technique. Right here, step out like that. Now, before we wrap up this live stream, there's one more technique that I would like to show you, and the technique is using our hand, is a diamond handshake technique, and this requires you to go down onto your knees. You've got your diamond shape like this, and it goes to the side, and you place your diamond hands there, and then you tuck your head in, and then you perform that your safety roll. To be honest, you can probably do this on your knees as well. So you got your diamond shape there. It goes to one side of your body. Tuck your head in and roll like that. Now, in all the techniques we've coached, it's always your arms to one side, because that causes that shoulder to drop, and then you'll roll across your back. So watch what I do when I put my arms to the side, that shoulder automatically drops. And I highly recommend that you practice all of the exercises we've done and see what works for you. All right. And what you can do is you can find something to perform your safety roll over. And you place it there, and then you can start with one knee in front like this. Drop that shoulder, and you can practice rolling over something soft. And then you can try doing it from standing like this here over something soft. You can lay out some pillows or some blankets to practice that move. So it's definitely a really cool move to learn. And like I said, they use the safety roll in martial arts, in wrestling, and other sports, and it's a fun move to do. Okay, right now, before we go, we're just going to do one conditioning exercise to wrap up this live stream. And what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 sets of burpees 10 times. with a 60-second rest in between. Now, if I was to only pick one conditioning exercise, I would pick the burpee, because you get a bang for your buck, so to speak. Because in the burpee, you're using a lot of muscles all at the same time. The burpee helps you work on endurance, and it's going to help you work on speed, and it's going to get you strong as well. And so that's why in my live streams, I don't like to confuse things too much, get things too complicated. I like to try and keep it simple. So we're going to perform 10 burpees 3 times with some rest. Right, let's quickly go over the burpee quickly. You're going to go into a front support. You're going to jump your knees in and then jump up. Right. And then place your hands back down on the floor. Jump out, jump in, up. And we're going to do that 10 times for 3 sets. Okay, right. Are you ready? You can start in this position in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, we're going to rest for 60 seconds, and then we're going to do that again. Okay? If you've noticed, when I was jumping like this, because what that is helping me to do is to help me learn the set for the back tuck. Because when you do a back tuck, you're in this position, and the set is this. You jump, that chest comes up like that. So this is going to help you with the physicality of learning a back tuck. But you don't have to do that. And if you've managed 10, well done. Right, we're going to jump in for the second set of 10 burpees. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. As you can see, I added that tuck in as I came when I jumped. Because the knee tuck is very crucial for learning the back tuck, and that is definitely going to help you learning to tuck those knees in. It's very doing 10 of those. Ready? Okay, we're going to jump into our final set before we wrap this up. Okay, but I definitely highly recommend you do this burpee workout with me. Okay, because it is really going to help. I'm not just putting this in here because I want to make things tricky. I've put this in here, the burpees, because it is really going to help. It's going to help a lot. Right, you ready? Last set in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! A big well done if you manage to follow along and you manage to do 10 burpees for 3 sets. Right, we're going to wrap it up now, and I would just like to say, have a great weekend, look after each other, and stay safe. And I just want to say a big goodbye from me. Right, guys, take care. I'll see you later.